Welcome to Math Simplified for You. And my name is C.A. Ramakrishnan. And in today's class, we are going to deal with two specific sums from shares and dividends. And I have found students facing challenges when sale proceeds are involved. Let's get going. Income from the first company. It says that the dividend is 12%, so it has to be 12 by 100. Percentage means there has to be 100 in the denominator. Into nominal value. Nominal value is 15. This gives me income from one share. If I hold a 15 rupees nominal value share and it is giving me 12% dividend, this is the income from one share. But how many shares do I hold? I am holding 60 shares, so into 60. So cancelling these zeros and all, you should be getting 5, 3, 5, 2, 2, 1, 2, 6. So 18, 6, 6 are 36, 36 into 3 will be 108 rupees. So you are getting 108 as the income from the first company. Sale proceeds. Let's understand the meaning behind sale proceed. It should not be confused with selling price. If I were a shopkeeper and I have sold something to you, that means I'm going to take that money and put it in my pocket. So that is selling price. But here I'm going to take the money obtained by selling the first set of shares and invest it in another company. That's why it is called sale proceed, not selling price. So, by selling 60 shares at the rate of rupees 21 each, so obviously 21 into 60, that should give you 1260 rupees by selling this 60 shares. Now what happens? This becomes the investment in the second company. Okay, now remember there is a type of sum where the income from the first company is included while buying the shares of the second company. Here that is not the case. The question specifically tells you not including the dividend. So this will be the investment in the next company. So how do I find the new number of shares? The number of shares belonging to the second company. We know the formula is investment by, market value of one share. Investment is 1260 rupees and this is going to be rupees 9. Rupees gets cancelled, of course. It cannot have any units and you get 140 shares. That's the answer for part 3. Now, income from the second company. I'm going to repeat the same process with a different number, of course. So, the dividend paid is 5%. Wherever there is a percentage sign, I will have to take 100 in the denominator, learned in lower classes, into nominal value. Nominal value is 10. Now, remember, the company pays the dividend on the nominal value. They do not understand market value while paying you the dividend. That's why it's always nominal value, not market value. This is income from one share. Now, how many shares does he hold? 140. So let's multiply this by 140. And if I cancel the zeros, 14 into 5 is rupees 70. Oh, his income has actually dropped. Change in income. Of course, change in income is rupees 108 minus rupees 70. Sadly, there is a 38 rupees drop of income in the second year. A very foolish decision, I must say. So, hopefully you understood this thing. Now we will do the next sum. And in the next sum, what's going to happen? In the next sum, while investing in the second company, I am not only going to take the sale proceed, that is 1260, I will also include the income generated from the first year. Okay, but here the question specifically says not to include the dividend, so we did not include the dividend. Let there be no confusion regarding this point. Let's see the second sum. Now let's see how to deal with these type of sums, especially with these two subparts. Okay, we will focus more on part 3 and part 4 and even in part 5. Let's start with part 1. It says the number of shares of the first company. How do you find the number of shares? Absolutely. Investment by market value. The investment is rupees 8,000 and market value per share is rupees 80. Rupees gets cancelled. So this is 100 shares this person has of the first company. Income from the first company. Let's see. The rate of dividend is 7%. So there has to be 7 by 100. Nominal value is also 100. So this gives me income from one share. How many shares does he have? 100 shares. Now please don't get confused. This 100 is for the percentage. This 100 is for the nominal value. And this 100 is for the number of shares. Okay. Now this gives us rupees 700 income from the first company. Sale proceeds. What happens? When the share price is 75, he sells all the 100 shares. So he gets 7,500 as the sales proceed. Okay. Now look at this sum. The question says that he would like to invest the income generated in the first year from the first company while investing in the second company. In the previous sum, it was what? The sale proceed was the investment. But here, the sale proceed, that is rupees 7,500 plus the income generated from the first company in the first year, 700, that is rupees 8,200 will be the investment in the second company. Okay, see the difference. In the previous sum, the sale proceed was the investment because they instructed not to take the dividend. But here we are taking the dividend, that's why sale proceeds plus the dividend earned in first year will be the investment in the second year. Okay, so the number of shares, new number of shares of the new company will be investment, that is 8,200 rupees by market value of one share, which is 41 rupees 41. So this cancels out and you get 200 shares. Now let me share a beauty about this subpart. Okay, the number of shares cannot be in fraction. Fractional share is not there in syllabus. Now imagine you made a mistake of not adding 700. Doesn't matter. You will be able to figure out that you have gone wrong. Why? 7,500 by 41, you will not get a whole number as the answer. But the answer to number of shares must be a whole number. So that very moment, it should strike you, oh well, I should have added the dividend earned in the first year. Okay? So that I can get the whole number, number of shares as number of shares. Okay, let's see. Income from the second company. It says that the rate of dividend is 18%. So percent means there has to be 100 in the denominator. And the nominal value is 25. Again, let me tell you that the company pays dividend on nominal value always. They do not care about the market value at all. Into how many shares? 200 shares. So let's see what happens here. Rupees 900. Okay, that's the income from the second company. And change in income. Oh wow, this man was not foolish. His income has actually risen by 200. So what is it going to be? 900 minus 700 is rupees 200. See, I have deliberately created so many subparts so that I can break the sum for you and show you each and every step. You have definitely done this sum and the previous sum from your book. But the sums did not have this many subparts. Okay? I'm sure by now this concept is very clear to you. I will recommend you practice few more sums so that the whole concept will be clearer. Thank you. This was math simplified for you, and my name is C.A. Ramakrishnan.